about a GoPro you got on there? I was just on a kayak trip and a guy had a GoPro on his kayak. It was really cool. Yeah, you know when you get at a distance, those GoPros make it look curved. Did you know that? Yeah.
Well, they're always fisheye.
Yeah.
By the way, that flat level horizon there is curved on the GoPro.
That's right.
Curved in real life too, except it's exaggerated.
Show me the curve.
I can't, but it's too big.
No, it's not. You show me the curve. If you can see a ship disappear 3 miles out, that is like 12 miles. You should be able to see curvature. Oh, sure. And you should be able to hold this up and see. How come when he has his P1000 camera, we can zoom in on those ships and bring it back into focus? How come? You got to look into this. I think you just don't know what you don't know.
I will look into it.
Good job.
See how much more I can prove wrong.
Good. Because you know what? A lot of people come to that. They do that. They think this is ridiculous and they try to prove it wrong and they don't. They can't. That's the flat Earth map. Did you ever see that? The United Nations uses a flat Earth map. It's the North Pole in the center. Antarctica goes all the way around the outside edge. That's what they don't want us to know because they leave it off their logo. We have a website and you can see everything on the banners on the website and you can watch it yourself. How you doing? Here, would you like to look it up yourself?
I'm good.
Are you? Do you have a question or you think it's just crazy or what?
Oh, I think it's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm just checking it out.
Yeah, good. Well, I won't disturb you if you want to look at it. Earth is not a spinning ball, it's a flat plane. There's no curvature. Horizon is always at your eye level. It never goes down.
Uh-oh, look, 3 o'clock over here. Look at this shirt. There's a shirt right there.
Ah, NASA lies! NASA lies! There's no outer space. That's true. Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Anybody want to think today? Anybody have any intelligence they want to depart on me? Let's give a thinking question here. Anybody want to put their thinking cap on today? How about it? Let's talk science. How about it? Talk science. Let's talk parabolas. Let's get excited here and talk parabolas. Gotta wake up the world. Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Hi, buddy. Earth is a flat plane. It's not a spinning ball. We all were raised in a religion. You cannot prove that we live on a spinning ball. Have a good day.
I don't know if there's like a time frame like of the day, but like when we got here, it's 10. Like there was a lot of bicycles. Like
yes, they stopped the bicycle riding after a certain time.
Interesting.
I think it's like
I noticed that.
12 or something. I don't know, maybe.
Weird.
Yeah, they're allowed bicycles on for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, and then those like pedal bikes.
Good morning. Or is it an afternoon yet? Yeah, it is afternoon.
It's 1:30. We got like.
Oh my. You bet. Let me tell you 3 things you don't know. Come on, guys. Come on. Give me it. Come on. Let's go. Let's stretch your brain power. Come on, baby. There you go. First, I'll give you the card so you can look it up if you don't hear something that... There's 200 proofs. There's a video on there. 200 proofs. Earth's not a spinning ball. FlatEarth101.com. And I'm on there because, look, you're getting recorded. How's that? So here's the flat Earth map. North Pole's in the middle. Antarctica goes all the way around the outside edge.
Then how come Columbus never fell off the Earth?
He never fell off?
Yeah.
Because he was going around in a circle.
But
see? If you look at the North Pole,
then why is that
it goes this way.
But why is that a ball?
Because this is what you believe in and it cannot be proven.
That is right.
Cannot be proven. Oh, yes, it can, dear. Earth's not a spinning ball.
Hey, you could rent one of those and save yourself all that energy. Fly around,
Earth is not a spinning ball. Why is he going with the religion thing?
Hey, it's the mood. It's like when you find out something new, you feel like everyone around you knows it and you're the last one to know. That's how this was the last few years. Like, really, what a big lie. Like, how come only a few
we are still coming into meeting people who have never heard of this. Well, see, this is a deal. We've got to get out on the streets.
And they moved on.
They have never heard of this. And boy, that kid's eating ice cream and that's making me awful hungry. Earth is not a spinning ball. It's a flat plane. The government would never lie to us. I wonder what the wind speed is. Because this would give us a good gauge. If it was any more than this, it would be tough.
I don't know what you mean.
Did you ever hear this? Can I tell you 3 things you don't know?
Earth is flat.
How you doing? Ever hear this?
Your globe is round.
I know. That's because that's what you believe in. You can't prove it.
You don't know what I believe. You don't ask no questions.
Sure I do. I know what you believe. I believe the same thing. Don't give me any lip. Earth is not a spinning ball. Horizon is always at your eye level. It proves it is not going down. That's right. Can I tell you 3 things you don't know? Come over here. Come on. Come on. The girls want to know. Come on. Turn on your brain. Let's go. I can tell you 3 things you don't know. Come on. Come on. Bring it. Bring it. I can answer your questions. You know anything about this?
Yeah, well, so you believe the Earth's really flat?
No, I know it is.
You know it's flat, okay.
Yeah.
So
we've done experiments.
Really?
Yeah. Distances, there's no curvature.
Interesting.
Yeah, Wildwood to Atlantic City is 32.6 miles, and we can see it with our high-powered camera. straight on.
So, but if you put like a stick, can I just hold this for a second?
Sure, you
like
could
if you
do
put
that.
this like here, right?
Yeah.
And then measure where the shadow is.
Yeah.
And then go like 10 miles that way and do it.
Yeah.
There's a difference in, in how the shadow's measured.
That's right.
Right.
Right. And that's a distant sun with a globe that will work. But, so that's over here on this model.
Okay.
Now over here on this model, if the sun is really close and small, it also works.
Okay.
That's how come we can say Eratosthenes he was working on a different premise.
Right. Now, okay, question then. So if the Earth's flat, then like it's like a disc, right? Like it'd be like this.
Okay, I'll go that far, but I don't know what's underneath.
Okay, but
so it could be bowl shape, it could be infinite plane, it could be a lot of things, but the surface is flat.
Okay. Because then you'd think that the center of gravity would be here, right?
Yeah, but with the flat Earth model over here, there's no force called gravity as defined. Because gravity is defined as pulling to the center of the ball. So in the flat Earth model, it can't be gravity. It has to be some other force.
Okay.
So what other force could that be? Do you know anything about electromagnetism?
Yes.
Okay, do you know what a torus field is?
No.
Okay, so a torus field is like this.
Right.
It's continuous electromagnetic force. And the Earth is in here like this.
Sure.
This is my own theory, okay? And this is the Aurora Borealis, the North Pole, and then it comes out and goes around.
Right.
Okay? So I think it's diamagnetism pushed down, not pulled down. And I put that somewhere here. I have that somewhere.
But this only works in a circular model, though. You only get the torus field in a circular model. Like in a spherical model in the center of this, right?
Not sphere. Circle, yes. Sphere, no.
So it'd be circular, but then it'd be flat.
Yeah, because it's, look, circle, there. That's the Gleason's map taken out of the Boston Library.
Okay, so but if gravity suddenly becomes electromagnetism, what does electromagnetism become? Like as a force?
See, now remember, you're talking about two different models.
Right.
Okay, so you have to say this model is what we all learned in school.
Sure.
And the flat Earth model has different properties.
Right.
Okay. So what was your question again now? What?
No, I guess my question is, so you're saying basically that gravity doesn't exist as we understand it.
I'm saying with the globe model, it has to pull to the center of the ball. With the flat Earth model, it's a force, but I think it's a downward pressing force, not pulling to the center of the ball. It can't.
So is the moon a sphere or is the moon flat then?
Well, I don't really teach about the moon, except that it's not a rock that we can land on.
Well, okay.
So that's a heavenly body, and I really want to focus on the surface of the Earth, because that will lead you to question other things.
But if the Earth is like a flat circle, then the shadow of the Earth on the moon would be elliptical.
Aha! So you're talking about eclipses and the phases of the moon?
Like we see a semicircular, like a circular, the curvature of a circle, which would indicate that the Earth is a sphere as opposed to a circle.
Yeah. So we think in the flat Earth model, it's not the Earth causing the shadow.
So what is causing the shadow?
It could be other things.
Like?
It's, all right, now these are all speculations, and I'll go there just a little bit with you.
Sure.
And I'll say that there are other heavenly bodies we don't know about.
And we can only see them when an eclipse is happening? Like we can't just look up and see them?
There have been some sightings on high altitude photography.
Right,
but I'm not going to go there.
To make an eclipse happen is what I'm asking.
They're big enough, I think.
Really?
Yeah, it could be another body up there. But see, those are all speculations. I'm not saying that's evidence for a flat Earth.
Right. Interesting. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
But I think that it's worth looking into. 2.5 years ago, I looked into this, and now I'm teaching it because I hate lies. And I think our government is lying to us.
Okay, cool.
So
interesting.
It is.
Are other, I mean, do you think that all heavenly bodies are flat, or is it just the Earth?
I don't know. When you look at a telescope, all you can see is two dimensions. You can't see sphericity. You can even see like the moon, that spot on Jupiter that goes across Jupiter. That could actually be a translucent moon that's orbiting Jupiter, isn't it?
I guess.
I mean, it could be a lot of different things.
Right. I think we've had so much success, like technologically, understanding gravity as like
Okay.
we defined it.
Now, you know where are you coming with that? I'm going to tell you. I don't mean to interrupt,
No,
but
go for it.
you are coming at that as you and the government are one.
No.
That they impart all they know to you
Yeah.
and all of us. That we are, that
What
we're
about-
equal with the government.
Right.
And that is totally false.
But wait, but if you go back to like when Newton was coming out with his theories, and even before that, like the government was very against the science that was happening at that time.
Okay.
And
Who
so-
writes the history books?
So
Well, but-
maybe I can
Wait a
interject
minute. No,
my-
like, wait.
Okay.
Who writes the history books?
The historians do.
Government does. The people who win the war write the history of the war.
Okay.
So the government is
But-
controlled. They get to write the history books.
Sure.
They can put any frickin' thing in there they
Right.
want.
But
They
right,
want
sure.
to protect their ball model.
Sure.
They're going to put all that and teach us as little children.
Sure, but both sides, like sure, so whoever wins the war, but both sides of the last like global major conflict believed in like gravity.
That's what they tell you. Were you there?
Well,
I can show you other evidence that says that the globe model was prohibited in some towns to even be taught.
Okay, and that
So-
wasn't written by the government.
No, that was by their own little communities or towns, that it was horrible to teach a lie.
Yeah.
But now we have a federal government who built a federal board of education, and now we have to, by law, teach the globe model when we don't all believe the globe model.
Right, but so every government is in cahoots with every other government to teach all their citizens. the
Ever
globe model.
since the Antarctic Treaty, where 53 of the major countries signed on to the Antarctic Treaty in 1959, there has not been a world enemy.
I have a
It's
question.
exactly right, and you look that up.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So my father is an astrophysicist at an independent private research
Okay.
institution.
Hey,
Okay.
Do you think is he in cahoots with the? I mean,
Okay, I had the same problem with somebody, a younger kid. How old
Okay.
are you?
I'm 18 years old.
Okay, cool. And I'm sorry to have to say this to you.
Go for it.
Okay.
No offense will be taken.
I think, and I dated a guy who had, he worked for Lockheed Martin, and
Yeah,
he
okay.
told me, oh, I could tell you the weapon system I'm working on, but then I'd have to kill you. See, there's compartmentalization.
Sure.
There's all this, they want to keep their paycheck, they want to keep the status.
I see.
And so if your father is telling you that, hey, love your dad, but I think when you become a man, he's going to say to you, son, this is how the real world works. And he's going to have a talk with you. And now, if he knows, if he doesn't know and he's just protecting his paycheck, he may not know.
Maybe.
But if you go and watch that, did I give you one?
I have one, yes.
Watch this video with him.
Uh-huh.
That would be awesome. You watch that video with him and you say, Dad, let's look at this and let's research it together. And that will bring you a lot closer.
Sure.
And it might...
So, I mean, I guess my question would be, what about general relativity, right? Are you
Okay.
familiar with general relativity?
Yeah.
So, you know, the predictions of Einstein's field equations in general relativity demonstrate a spherical bodies as spherical shapes on which gravity, right? General relativity is the
You heard
theory
my
of
explanation on gravity, right?
gravity. No, what is it?
Well, what's the definition of gravity?
Well, I mean, general relativity is the accepted and generally...
Gravity is defined as pulling to the center of a ball. I keep things simple here.
Okay, sure. We can say that.
So that's in the ball model.
Yeah.
In the flat Earth model,
Yeah.
that really can't happen.
So where does
can it?
gravity pull?
Okay, so I think it's something else.
What?
I don't think it's a pull down force. I think it's a push down.
Well, I mean, in principle, there
I
are
think
pushes
it's
and pulls are the
push down.
same thing. There's
No.
no difference in physics.
No, it has to do with direction.
So physics,
Directional.
right, a vector.
Okay, so
Do you mean a vector?
I'm talking about a torus field.
Okay.
Did you see my torus field?
Yes, I mean, as in the magnetosphere of the Earth?
Yeah.
Yeah, right,
Like
sure.
the Earth is inside this torus
Yeah,
field,
that's the magnetic field, sure.
and it's pushing down.
To where?
This is the Earth here.
Down. Why
The
down?
diamagnetism.
Diamagnetism.
Ah! I must be on my other banners. I don't use these anymore. I only keep them for here. I have the smaller banners that I take out to local places.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't. I have diamagnetism. I think is what it really, the force really is.
So Einstein's predictions.
Well, now you know Einstein had to come up with special relativity.
Well, yes, of course.
Because he denied the ether, and he had to come up with some way to.
Oh, do you believe in the ether?
Juster. Oh yeah.
Oh yes. Okay.
Yeah,
so what about the Michelson-Morley experiment that
Yeah.
disproved the ether? Do you know about that one?
Disproved?
Yeah. Do you know about
You
the Michelson-Morley
think
experiment?
you mean this one?
Yeah, right. The Michelson-Morley experiment.
Yeah,
that's
that didn't
correct.
disprove the ether.
Well. So the ether it's locked around the Earth.
Yeah.
It is. And no other planet, just the Earth.
I don't know about the other planets. I don't live on the other
Oh,
planets.
well, this proved that it had to be locked just around the Earth.
I don't agree with that.
So then you don't know the experiment as well. Did you read
Well,
about?
look it up.
Did you read about the experiment?
I know some about it. I have not
Sure. So
delved
basically,
into it.
what
I'm just
it
teaching
demonstrated is that
basic things.
the ether must be locked around the Earth, and in exactly the same
Are
velocity.
you talking about this Earth?
Any frame of reference on which we stand would be a more accurate. Where right here, the ether would be.
Okay, well here,
Yes.
in my model, is
Right.
flat.
And that would still mean that still demonstrates the
Yeah.
same thing.
Okay.
But that disproved that.
No.
Yes, you don't. I don't think you.
Well, I'll look into that.
Okay.
Because I seek truth. But
Okay.
I don't agree with that.
So, well,
I
that's
think
what the
Michelson
experiment
Morley says that it disproved that the Earth was moving.
No, that's not at all what the experiment was for. Actually, that would be, I would say, a gross misunderstanding of what the
Well,
experiment.
isn't that an interferometer?
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with the Earth moving. It has to do with the ether through which the supposed ether through which
Well,
light would pass.
See, the Earth is motionless.
Okay.
The ether is moving.
But this
probably.
proved that said ether would not be moving.
Oh. Well, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Okay.
If the ether is moving,
It seems
I
like.
think, you know what? We did some sort of experiment with a gyroscope, which was very close to an interferometer.
Okay. And what did that prove?
And they found some movement on that, so the ether could be moving on that.
So it could be, but it could not be.
Okay, so we're arguing about the ether, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what about the surface of the Earth? Is it flat?
No, it's curved.
Okay, well then we're done.
We're done.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
yeah.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Have a good day.
I would look into that experiment. I think
Yeah,
you might need to look into that one.
yeah. Maybe you do too.
You're right, and I will.
Okay.
Go back to the side here, it says, "On the step back, come on, I'll take all of them."
If you're smiling, you're thinking. Earth is not a spinning ball. Earth is not a spinning ball. The horizon's always at your eye level. It does not dip down anywhere, ever. Horizon's always at your eye level. In an airplane, on Mount Everest, it's always rising to your eye level. Earth is not a spinning ball. Horizon's always at your eye level. It never dips down. This is the flat Earth map. You don't have to stop. I'm just showing you. North Pole's in the center, and Antarctica goes around the outside edge. Do you have a camera with you? Well, then here, take our card, and you can look on the website down there. You'll get everything that you see here on the banners on that website. But you're welcome to look. I don't bother you. Earth is not a spinning ball. It's a flat plane. Take a picture. Look it up. I know, it sounds crazy, doesn't it? Try to disprove it. Try to debunk it. Go ahead. Go ahead, I dare you. Try to debunk it. If you have any intelligence that you can decipher these things and look at the evidence. Earth is not a spinning ball, it's a flat plane. Horizon's always at your eye level, even on top of Mount Everest.
That's all we know about it.
Hi. Hey, flat, yeah.
Like, is there like any thickness to it, or is it just like?
Well, we don't know what's underneath because they only dug a hole 8 miles deep. So what's below that? Nobody knows. Not even the ball people. They don't know what's past 8 miles. Well, do you have evidence for that?
Yeah.
You bet I got evidence.
So if you travel in this direction in a straight line, you continue. Where do you end up?
At Antarctica.
No.
Yes.
It's Antarctica.
Yes, you end because Antarctica goes around the outside edge.
Oh.
North Pole's in the center. If you look at the United Nations logo, that's a flat Earth
Now,
map.
people fly and they go and they wind up in the same spot. How does that happen?
In an airplane, there's a gyroscope which always keeps the airplane flat. And that's always going flat. And if it's on a flat plane, it's more like a straight line. If you look at both models, you look here at the globe model and you look at the flat model makes some more sense. Why does it matter?
Yeah.
Well, does the truth matter?
I mean, it doesn't really bother.
Did you ever hear the truth will set you free? Did you ever hear that?
I mean.
Okay, you're young, so I'm going to tell you this. You might know this. The kings never wanted the serfs to read.
Okay.
Do you know why?
Why not? Why not?
Educated people are hard to control. So even if you have a degree, if you have a degree and you're taught lies, it's just like being uneducated because you don't believe the truth. The truth sets us free. So you have to research and find the truth. That's what you have to do.
We've done our research.
All right, thank you.
I know it's flat.
I don't think so.
My cat pushed everything off the edge. I know it's flat.
Shut up.
They did it.
Shut up. Don't you mock the flat.
Just recorded.
Don't you mock the
just recorded assault. Assault.
How you doing? Ah, still thinking, I can tell.
No, but I enjoy it.
Can't prove the spinning ball.
Want to take your picture with me?
No, I'm good with that.
Come on.
Hello, Ocean City, and welcome to America's greatest family resorts. Put on your platform shoes, grab your feather boas, and get ready for one of the most popular musicals of all time. Mamma Mia, the Broadway musical, comes to Ocean City, New Jersey for 4 performances only, starting July 9th through July 12th. This fully staged show features a professional cast and the incredible...
Oops. I don't want to come between you. This is the flat Earth map. North Pole's in the center. Antarctica goes all the way around the outside edge. And that's what Antarctica looks like. That's what holds in the oceans. They don't flip, they don't just pour over the edge. So if you go to this website, you'll see every numbered block on this video. 200 proofs. And then try to disprove it. Try to debunk flat Earth and you'll come up with, holy cow, it makes sense. A lot of people try to debunk it and they learn so much they figure it out.
I'm curious, how does it benefit us?
How does it benefit us?
To convince us about it.
Okay, well, I'm not going to convince you of anything. If you can't figure it out, I can't help you. But the truth will set you free, okay? And the reason they want to lie to us is for all this. Money, control, power, land, and resources. If we're so dumb, we don't see them lying, then they can take anything away from us and we'll never understand it, never realize it. It's like the frog in the boiling water. You put the frog in boiling water, he'll jump out. Right. You put him in cold water and turn up the heat slowly, it will boil to death and not even realize it. And that's what's happening to us. We're being taxed to death. We're being told lies. We don't even get it. We don't know why. I mean, we're not really awake.
Right, thank you.
Yeah, we're not awake. If you have any questions, I can help.
Doesn't it kind of look like the Earth is kind of curving a little bit if you look out there?
Yeah, right. Here, show me. Show me. Where's the curve?
I'll go right into it. I guess you're right. The Earth is flat.
Yeah, well, there's a lot more evidence. You got to look for it. If you see a ship going over the curve straight out, we got cameras now that can zoom in on them and pull it right back into focus. They don't go over a curve. We're not looking through water to see them.
Right.
So there's a lot to this. I hope you look into it.
Why not to?
Yeah. 2.5 years ago I did. Oh, sorry, honey. Earth is not a spinning ball. You guys got a question I can help with? Well, come and get me if you need something. Earth is not a spinning ball. Horizon always rises to your eye level. That means it does not dip down. There's no curvature. There's no curve to the Earth. It's a flat plane. The Earth has no curve. That's our website. You can look it up when you get home. I can answer. Oh, cool. I can answer your questions. Just let me know. Hey there. Earth is not a spinning ball. There is no curve to the Earth. Oops. I can tell you 3 things you don't know and don't understand. Earth is not a spinning ball. Horizon's always at your eye level. Would you like to look it up when you go home?
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you. is not a spinning ball. Horizon's always at your eye level. It does not curve down. Never. Earth is not a spinning ball. I can tell you 3 things you never knew. Government would never lie to us, would they? Do you think the government would never lie to you? Sounds silly, but the government would never lie, would they?
I know the Earth is round.
Yeah, it's round like a pizza. Sounds nutty, doesn't it? Did you ever look into it?
No, I haven't.
Can I tell you 3 things you never knew?
Sure.
Okay, this is the flat Earth map we got out of the Boston Library. North Pole's in the center. Antarctica goes all the way around the edge. This is what Antarctica looks like. That's what's holding in the oceans, which make up 73% of the Earth. Okay, with the remaining 27% of all the flat oceans that are touching each other, because you know water always seeks its own level. No matter what you do, it's always level on the top. And that's without any tides or wind making waves. So, if there is a ball, there has to be curvature, right? So, curvature is 24,901 equator. And this is the formula. And you can look that up on the internet, Earth Curvature Calculator. So, over 60 miles of Lake Michigan, there's Chicago. So 60 miles, that should be 2,400 feet of curvature. That should be down. That's like a 240-story building. So where is it? We're seeing Chicago. It's a straight line. It's not down. There's no curvature. Last night we were in Wildwood taking videos of Atlantic City, 32.6 miles away. That should be 681 feet down. That's like a 68-story building. So where's the curve? We're not finding curve anywhere. The sun is very small and close. It's not 93 million miles away. And now this is the flat Earth model I'm telling you about. You believe now in the globe model. So you got to figure out which one's true. Look at the evidence and figure out which one's true. Okay? So perspective is something you have to study. That tells you why you think the sun sets when it really just goes away into the vanishing line. You know these railroad tracks continue, but you can't see it. It's a vanishing point. And with just 2 planes, it's a vanishing line. You see the ship go away, you think it goes over a curve when it's really just into the vanishing line. So if you want to go home and look up this website, you can see this video, which has 200 proofs on it. Right? Here, I'll give you one too. Are you with them?
I am, but I don't need one.
Okay, you got it. And then watch the video and write down what you don't understand and study it like perspective. It took me a long time figuring that one out. And all these books are being censored in the schools. Doctors and scientists over the years have written books about this. But the government chooses to believe in the ball. Now, why would they do that? If they can fool us, they can rule us. They'll tell us anything, we'll believe it, we'll go off to wars and get killed for lies. I don't want to do that. I don't want to send off our young, healthy men to get killed. So I'm out here telling humanity the truth. You can decide for yourself which is true. Okay, I just give you the evidence.
Thank you.
Now, thank you for not laughing out loud. I know you were holding it in.
No problem.
That's good. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah, you can do that.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
I'm not even trying to be a dick.
You're not trying to be a dick? Is that what you... Oh,
Dink.
a dick?
Dink. D-I-N-K.
What's that?
Dink. It's slang for being facetious or false.
Oh, okay. I
So
didn't know
if-
that one.
No, so if the earth is flat, where's the edge?
Okay. This is out of the Boston Library.
Okay.
Gleason's map, it's called. And all the world organizations like United Nations, they use the flat earth map as their logo. Look, military, flat earth map. Why are they doing that? But they leave off Antarctica because Antarctica goes all the way around the outside edge.
So if it's a circle like that, there's got to be an edge somewhere, right?
Antarctica, that's what it looks like right there. That's holding in all the oceans. What's beyond that, I don't know.
Okay.
They don't allow us to go free explore Antarctica. Ever since Admiral Byrd was there doing explorations, what he reported back, they wanted to protect.
I got you.
And so they made up the Antarctic Treaty, and in 1959, 53 countries signed on to that. Has never been broken. And ever since then, we have never had a world enemy. So who the heck are we fighting?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Why we cold here, why we cold out here?
Why? Because the sun travels within the tropics. It's small and it's close. And it's above us, like here. And it comes around us, like that. And it goes in and out. And when you study this, you'll see there's videos on that topic, and it can show you what it looks like in a video. So that's why it's important to study this stuff. Here, you can look at it. You have one? It's a whole different model. You got to study and figure out which is true. All I can do is show the evidence. I can't tell you what to think. You have a question, buddy? Okay.
Well, isn't that map just the Earth from the top?
No, because Australia, you can't see it from the top. Look, here's a globe. You can't see Australia.
On the bottom you can?
No, he just said it was just a downward looking. No.
Okay, if Australia doesn't exist, New Zealand doesn't exist.
Okay, let me tell you something else. Here's a compass. Okay, a compass points to the North Pole. Okay, here's Australia. Here's the North Pole. How does that work? Does it go around? Does it go through? How does a compass work in Australia? It works on a flat Earth map. It doesn't work on the globe model.
Okay.
So you got to figure out. And there's 200 proofs there that you have to look up. If you study this,
Okay.
if you study this,
space, you can see that's a sphere.
here, I'll show you something else. Space is fake. Look at it. Take that along, show your parents. Go ahead.
What is this about?
The Earth is a flat plane, not a spinning ball.
No, it's a ball. It's not.
Okay.
flat.
All right, now listen. You and I were both raised up learning the heliocentric model with the globe.
All right.
You were taught it, I was taught that. Okay?
All right.
2.5 years ago, somebody said to me, do you know, some people think we never landed on the moon. I'm there, what? You're crazy. I saw it on TV in my house.
Yeah, we did land on the moon.
And I'm old enough, even though I know I don't look old enough, but I am old enough to have been there and watched President Nixon on the telephone to the moon, right?
Yeah.
So I believe that wholeheartedly. 2.5 years ago, somebody told me we didn't do that, and I looked into it. And now I am teaching this because I saw the evidence. Now you and I both believed in this. Now I researched the evidence for the flat Earth.
All right.
Now I believe the flat Earth is true.
Okay, I got a question.
And you know what the difference between you and me is?
What?
You never researched any of this.
Oh, really? So if the Earth's flat, then
that's the difference.
Question: if the Earth is flat, how could we go across from every country? Explain that. And also, how? Okay.
Do you want me to answer that, or you want to hit me with 10 questions and not answer any of them?
No. How did NASA found a picture of us as a round ball? Explain that.
Well, first off, there is only ever one picture taken from what they call outer space.
There were several.
Are you going to disagree with me? Or are you going to listen to this
no,
evidence?
we can date back to the 60s. I mean, they took a lot of pictures when they were up there on the moon.
No, they took one out of a porthole.
They took 20.
Out of a porthole, and it's the only picture from a camera. The rest of them are computer-generated images.
All right.
Okay?
Back then, we didn't have that. We couldn't design that.
That's not true. They had computers.
Where's the edge of the Earth?
It's Antarctica. It goes around the outside edge.
Oh, so we have no...
You know what?
So
Do you know what?
North or south then?
You and I aren't going to have a good conversation because you want to mock me and the evidence.
There's no evidence. The Earth is round.
Well, see, then you have a closed mind.
Oh, I got a closed mind?
Yes.
Back then, we thought if we went to the other side, we would be falling to our deaths.
Who writes history books?
Did Columbus go around the entire Earth? He circled around and landed on another continent.
Did you hear what you just said? He circled.
Circled, yeah. It's
the flat Earth is a circle map.
Oh, circle. Oh, even though we can go all the way around, up and down. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
So maybe you need to talk to one of the men.
Maybe you need
because you think that you can bully me, and I'm not dealing with that.
I'm saying the truth. You're just teaching people lies with all the fake flat Earth.
This is the Gleason's flat Earth map. North Pole's in the center. Antarctica goes all the way around the outside edge. That's how it works. There's no curvature to be found.